If you want self-realization and you want healing powers and you want enlightenment, all these three things are your birthright. You just have to claim it back. Sounds simple and complex at the same time, I know. But it is the truth that by virtue of being born and coming to this planet in a physical body, each one of us has the potential to be enlightened, to be self-realized, and to have the healing powers. Each one of us, bar none. So why is it that most of us have issues and do not get connected to our to our healing powers or to our superpowers? Most of us are nowadays, all the movies that are making money are about people with comic book heroes with powers and all that. But that's just an idealization or a projection of the human potential of superpowers, which we have to unlock. But the superpowers are in the realm of the psychic energy. They are not really in the realm of the material world, because the material world is changing, is hard to pin down. There's so many cars moving in the traffic, everyone is moving, everything, nothing is static. And it has got a contrast that even though everything is changing and everything is, we want security, we want love to ground us, and we want security. So we think, some people will think love will give me security, money will give me security, this will give me security, that will give me security. So we are looking for those things. And people spend their lives working in an office or not working in an office, but angling and hustling for money, because they think that money is the strange thing, that it will give me the love that I need, the respect that I need, that will get the whatever insecurities I have inside me, they will be offset and remediated and healed by love, by this love for which, because I don't really believe, see, or know even of love, real love. So we project that all these things can be done by money. So we spend our lives hustling for money and we think that it's okay. It's completely bona fide way of living in the planet, and it is culturally accepted. All our heroes are people who by some virtue have made a lot of money. So the Musk and all these, etc., they made a lot of money, or Steve Jobs, etc. Yeah. They had visions and they did something, and then they were able to make a money, and we make heroes out of them. And we want to emulate them. Even though we know that all the Bill Gates and these people, they had a lot of moral challenges. And I am the last person to be judging them, because if you have so much amount of money as Bill Gates has, and he still gets refused by the people he's trying to strike a date with, that's just the irony of the world. So all these confusions of the material world, the contrasts, when everything is moving and we want security, which is going to be permanent and ground us. This looking for money, which will solve our issues of not feeling loved enough, not feeling respected enough, all our inadequacies, etc., as if people with money do not have insecurities. They have tons. In fact, probably they have more. Probably they have more. And just because they have money means that they have more temptations. So they live even more humanly than us, than a normal person, I would say. When we are born on this planet, we are given a body based on a karma. Karma is not used to de-empathize yourself because I'm having these feedback that some person was trying to get out of Kiev and someone told him, oh, it's your karma, you will be wherever you are. So these words, they sound very philosophical and sound to be very, but any suffering is not due to karma. Karma creates your roles. And suffering or taking upon yourself is our acts of sacrifice that people who really have come to this planet for extreme sports will go through those, but will always be choices and offers. But the most, it's like we come to this planet, and if you had the best of life, you had a lot of everything in the material world, you had a lot of sex, you had a lot of money, you had a lot of comforting things, you had a lot of shiny things, and you had big houses, etc., then you should be happy. But when you will be dying, someone would ask you, how was your life? And you're still going to, my life was so tough, and my parents were so this, and was this, because everyone at some level knows that we have come to this planet for the extreme sport. The aim of the sport is very simple. The aim of the sport on this planet is to create conditions in which your or my heart does not smile, does not radiate golden light, does not bless others, which is our default state. When a child is born, physically the child is crying, but the heart is shining. The rest of the life, the person may not be smiling or may not be crying, but the heart very rarely is shining. So when the heart of a person on this planet is not shining, means that he or she has lost in the extreme sport of being on the planet. When our heart is shining and is smiling, even if we have nothing, we will feel that we have everything. That is the power of enlightenment. Light inside in your heart, spreading joy to everyone. You are immediately enlightened. You don't need a technique. You don't need nothing. You don't need a guru, this or that, nothing holistic. You imagine right now, using the energy of what is flowing through me, considering this energy of vibrations flowing through my mouth, ending up in your ears and going to the deepest part of your thinking and then dropping down to your heart as being the catalyst activator, and just smile. And when you smile, your heart is now opening up and you radiate love and you send it to the people in Ukraine, all over the world, wherever people are suffering. So when your heart is now giving love, which is radiation, golden light from your heart is being radiated, you are now a giver and not a person who is poor and looking for money and looking for support and looking for this or that from the exterior world. When your heart is open, its default is to shine and radiate golden light. And at that time, you are a giver and not a consumer, which everyone on the planet right now is. Consumer, consumer, consumer. Consumer of news, consumer of feelings, consumer of shiny pictures on the internet, or some bits or bytes of information, or whatever. Clothes, cars, homes, all these are toys. When your heart is open and smiling, if you have everything, good. If you have nothing, you are still good. If your heart is closed and you have everything on the planet, you're given all the houses, all the cars, all even the sex is there, all not relationship I'm saying, all the sex has been given to you, and you have everything that the material world can provide to you, but your heart is closed. And it can be for any reason. I met a person, young, beautiful, very rich, and the person had everything on the planet, like really good potential and this. And I said, what's wrong? And he said, no, I don't have the relationship that I want. And I said, yeah, but you're good looking, and there are tools that will get you the attention from the right people and all that. And she didn't have a problem with that. She understood. But the mind was hung into, no, 2 months ago, only with Andrew, I'm happy. Otherwise, everything. And Andrew has gone with someone else. So even having everything, just the fact that I want only this and only that and only with that, all other choices you have negated. The whole beauty of the universe, everything has been negative, because the mind is stuck with whatever happened with Andrew 2 months ago. And now being young, beautiful, having money and intelligent and good looking and a good career perspective and big house and parents who support and this and that and all the luck on the planet, she had a closed heart. And I am the exact opposite of all of these. And my heart was smiling. Also, I was envious of this Andrew, but my heart was smiling. So that is the reason why, through me, the golden heart, because everyone wants a technique, everyone wants a name to put to it. You want to put a name to face to things. So just call it the golden heart technique. Now the technique is so strong that even a person, a half a faker, I'm not really very I have an IT job. I do these meditations as a hobby on the side. But the technique is so strong that even while being filtered through me, it reaches you and your heart opens up. That is the strength of the technique. It is not mine. The technique, I bow down to the technique of the golden heart. And the technique is from where? From the Vedas, hidden in those pages from 5,000 years ago. Given by the creator of creators, the God of gods. And we symbolically are going to call him Shiva. The blue god who has got the serpent energy around him. And the serpents are a sign that one of the other gods was angry with his creation and threw a serpent at the half-naked, fakir-like meditating god. He is the only meditating god in the Indian pantheology. All other gods are full of heavy gold and relaxing. And Shiva is the god, the sponsor god of meditation, spreading and sharing with humanity the deepest knowledge of enlightenment. And if you do not have enlightenment and you have everything, you have nothing. You have enlightenment in your soul. You have everything, you don't have everything, doesn't matter. It's not that the world is illusory. It's a co-created world at a material world by other also potentially enlightened beings like you. And it is there for a firm, fixed purpose. So it's not, I'm going to pray to Shiva and he will give me money. And that also can happen. If you will, for 100 days, call out to any God entity, to Jesus, to Moses, to angel, Archangel Michael, to Shiva, to Buddha for 100 days, if you will, in a pure sense, just pray with any mantra that is specific or aligned, but you can even cross to it. You can even, because these are very interesting times when so many absurd things are happening on the planet. There is a war, and the people are angry, and very few people are able, even people who are not really connected to the war, because all we at a very core level we are one. And this golden hearted enlightenment technique, if you will just believe that the prayer that you will do for 100 days, and it can even be for money, but you will get the result, because for 100 days, think of it like it's like a small child going to the favorite parent and nagging, I want this ice cream, I want this ice cream. By the 100th day, as the parent of the child, with love and irritation, this is what this will give you. This chocolate that you are asking for will give you diabetes, and you will have really bad problems. But if that's what you're asking, just stop this nagging and take it. So we can ask even for money. But when we ask for things for which we have not really worked hard, neither in the past life nor in this life, there is going to be a side effect. Because the wealth that we are supposed to be focusing on, and for which there is no side effect except for being healed. That's why enlightenment, self-realization, and healing go together. Is the wealth of clarity, the truth that sets you free from the wants, from these desires in your heart that I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Because we are all in a consumer mode. We see things, we want things. We see things, we want things. We get these things, we want something which is probably costing more or less, or something more and more and more and more. So we have become what the zombie movies show, mindless consumers. That's what the zombies are really there for. And vampires are actually blood-sucking people who just focus on money, and blood is a way of living for them. That's everything. And these things are symbolical, but we take them literally. And culture and art, of course, plays around with our subconscious thoughts and stereotypes, etc., so that it's interesting. So that it is interesting. If you did, the rich who have everything have got a special incurable depression. It's called ennui. French word, of course. So we came for the adventures, aka hardships, aka issues, aka challenges, aka relationships with anything on the planet. But our job was to, no matter what happens, we have to be like the child in the children's park where those cars are there, they hit each other, and the more the cars hit each other, the more the children are smiling, happy. Oh, my car stuck here. Oh, I had an accident. And if you are able to just drive around without any accident, you would feel probably it wasn't really worth it. You had less fun. So all that interactions, etc., that was the fun part. And instead of taking the fun, we became judgmental, we became angry at the other people. So that's how our disease started. When we became angry, we came to this planet, we took over a body, we started living, and we closed our by default open heart. We started being like mature, we started taking things more seriously, and we started to think that money, etc., are very important, because money, etc., gives us comfort, may even give us respect, etc. And we deprioritized morals, value, spiritual wealth. So Bible, etc., are not really cool. They're not cool. If they were, then people would be reading them. But that's the way it is. People like now the songs, etc., are all like, I was watching something and it was all gangster rap and it was all violence, 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 violence. Um, I'm old school, so I used to like, let's say, Romeo loves Juliet and that sort of. And now you'll have movies with a slight twist. Romeo loves Romeo, Juliet loves Juliet, and no one is really allowed to criticize them. So if you read the review of the movie, it would be, oh, this is the best movie like of the century, and you it's just a like fake copy of Romeo and Juliet with like, with actors pretending different things, and okay, well shot, but it's not a great movie. But no, people are afraid. So it's just the way that things are going. But all these are from the external world. The madness of the external world, in which there are wars, are also born out of our own insecurities and anger in the deepest part of our heart. So if there is a war happening in Ukraine, you, me, us, all of us are responsible, because it is a collective response of our insecurities. And insecurities are born out of one small thing, small mix-up. The insecurities are born out of the fact that I am a body. The body was on this planet. The body has got a story. It has got parents. It's got a life expectancy. It's got these things that the body likes or dislikes, etc. But the body is just the car. Just because we have a Ferrari doesn't mean that we are the Ferrari. We are the eternal, infinite power residing in the deepest part of this Ferrari, and always safe. And that safeness carries out to everyone on the planet, even the people who are unfortunately going through the trauma of war. At a soul level, they are safe. But can you go out there and say to between the Russian and Ukrainian and say, no, you are all soul, so it's okay if you go out and kill each other? That would be not even tactless, but it would be a complete misunderstanding, or it would be so empathyless. And I've seen such explanation. That is why I'm coming back to them. That it means that you haven't really got it. Because this single power inside me, inside you, combining everything. Think of it as the primal energy is just love. If you have everything, I'm again repeating, and you don't have love, you have nothing. You have only love. You don't need nothing. So love is the primal that everyone gets. And this primal force of love means that we do not hurt anyone at all, ever, if we can help it. You can be a mother, you can slap a child so that the child learns, that's okay. There's violence, but it's okay. But we can never knowingly hurt anyone in thoughts, or by gossiping, pulling them down, anyone, or having a stereotypical view of them, of the people or the situation. All that is subtle violence. And that reflects back on us, because our insecurities, our thoughts, our golden heart are the key components of the universe. Think of it that we are all one entity. You are the heart, I am the liver, someone is the kidney. So everyone is different, and everyone says, oh, why doesn't the other person like me, etc. Oh, and there's so much violence happening in our body. Cancer cells and all those things are always happening. So there is always cells killing each other, even in our body. Same thing in the universe. There is violence, there is a place for violence. But the end objective of the violence is that everyone becomes enlightened, and we, the spiritual group, that is fully aware and connected to the two worlds, the world of spiritual wisdom, from where we know that we are not this body which is undergoing pain and will die, but we are the eternal soul power as a spirit, which is immutable, untouchable, and eternal and holy. That power is latent and potent in everyone, and just by knowing about it, it is becoming awakened in you. This body with the five senses is not you. The processing power where this is happening is you. The power to process, rather, is you. So what you see, no value. Shiny things people want to be seeing, no value. What you eat, etc., yes, some value, but it's not the ultimate thing. But the shining heart consciousness, that is the ultimate value. And to awaken it, we use prayer, because prayer is communication from a lower self to the higher self. But think of it as a wave. There is an up and there is a down. It doesn't mean that the up is good, down is bad. There's a plus, there's a minus. But it's not the contrast of plus and minus. Plus is less negative and minus is more plus, or rather the other way. So God and the contrast, the devil. Devil is just less God and God is more God, or less devil. But it is gradation of one. From the war and everything which is happening, it will go up and down. The body will become young and then it will grow old and it will die, whether there is a war or no war. But the soul power residing in each one of us will carry on. And in fact has carried on. Each one of us in this group, this is not our first life on the planet. Each thing that is happening with us is happening because when we are born, due to our actions of the past, we say, oh my God, in my last life, I was totally not, I was totally so much small-minded about the people, let's say from India. Let's say I said that, and that will say, in this life, I would like to be like last life, I was good looking and tall and handsome and white and this successful and this. So with all those factors, when I died, I found that I just had enjoyed and had a cool time on this planet and nothing really achieved. So I said, this time I'll do everything the opposite. And the same is the story with each one of you. There's a particular reason that you are having the family, the body, that you have decided. You have decided on the adventures of your life. And when you're born, the only thing that went wrong is you started having judgments about the script of your life, which you yourself wrote. And which to some extent can be changed if you will start to pray and you'll ask the parent universe, which is just an extension of us. It's just one. But the parent is the bigger soul. We are the mini soul. And if you'll ask, I want money, I want money, I want money, even that can happen. Sometimes even health can be brought over. But body has got an expiry date and money has the habit of coming and going because it's also a dynamic flux. But if we really for 100 days, two things will happen. Either we will get the money that we are, I want $1 million, I want million. I know even of a case when someone took my advice and prayed intensively. And on the 100th day, they got a card in their workplace. It was a husband and wife in an office, and they got a card saying, we love you so much that we wanted to be giving you $1 million, but we don't have, so here is the Hallmark card for it. But they did get the representation because they had decided. And there was even a case of some friends who, not even 100 days, for 3 days, they said, okay, we want $5,000. And the friends, they decided to pray together, and then they did get that $5,000, but they ended up in a car accident, and for the insurance company paid them exactly that much amount of money. So the universe is a magical place. Our body makes us think that physics and is the answer to the universe. It's not. Physics just studies the symptoms. Physics and chemistry, it studies the symptoms of how matter is moving, etc. But what is time? No one understands, not even Einstein. No one understands. No one understands what space is, because time and space are axiomatically considered to be absolute. So there is no explanation required. They are inherent in themselves. And then you have the Newton's laws of everything being in motion, but also everything being discrete. And in the physical world of science, we see I am different, you are different, my agenda is different, your agenda is, you want the same money that I do, so we have to be fighting for it, etc. And if I get more money, then I have more respect, and I look down upon you. So in the physical world, and with the typical eyes, we are putting down people or elevating them based sometimes on their money, sometimes even the most laughable thing, we are putting down and putting up people not even due to a fault of their own. The proportion of the distance between the eyes and the straightness of the nose. You have the same person and you put the eyes, let's say you make it look London, talk London, talk Tokyo, sort of like, and squint eyes are really considered very beautiful in Mongolia, but not elsewhere, etc. In India, people used to laugh at such people. But the thing is that the same person with the squint or with the different proportion of would consider to be beautiful, and then our expectation is this person is good looking, he or she is probably a better partner, more successful. Such good looking people get better jobs, and in fact there have been cases when the American presidency was decided on the base of the symmetry of the features of the face, which is not a fault of these people, or maybe you can even correct it. So we decide on these physical things, when the real parameter is how much is the golden heart lighted, radiating joy inside the heart of this person. One simple parameter. And it's very important parameter, because when you see this parameter in the others, then you will have the required faith to believe in your own golden hearted light technique. I've given you the end result. So in these times when things are topsy-turvy, I started out with the end result of what the enlightened should be, that your heart should be golden, open, etc. And now I'm going to do some memento thing, like reverse action. So sitting, be enlightened with a golden heart, because you and me are connected. The same energy that is flowing through me is flowing through your ears, reaching your brains, your center of processing power, consciousness power, dropping to the heart. The heart is exploding with pure joy and a subtle laughter at my words, and the heart is smiling. And as it smiles, it spreads love. And the first love that it spreads inside your whole heart. And the prayer is Om Namo Shiva. Shiva is the sponsor god of infinity, the god of gods. Even gods have been created. So the creator of gods is conditionally called Shiva, and the mantra is Om Namo Shiva. Om is I activate my divine power to smile. Namo, not my physical self. Shiva is infinite and infinity of love, located in the deepest part of our heart, see golden light radiating from your heart with Om Namo Shivaya. Now marry this with your breathing. Breathe in Om Namo, let it drop to your heart. Namo Shiva, from your heart, send love to your kidneys so that there is no fear, to your liver so that there is no anger, to your brain so that there is no thought which is heavy, to your spine so that there is no stress, to your shoulders so that there is no responsibility, fake responsibility. You only have responsibility to have a smiling heart and serving others. Thoughts come up in our head in a magical process. God cannot play with thoughts in our head, because then there won't be any game of chess if you tell the other person what to, if you dictate to the other person the moves. So God does not come or place thoughts in our head. Hints can be there. So thoughts coming up in our head are a magical process of this infinity of creation. Infinite thoughts. Thoughts create a picture in the head. This picture becomes a desire, because you want it or you don't want it. Leading this desires get resided in your heart. I want this or I want to avoid this. Non-fulfillment of these desires, as per Buddha correctly noted, leads to sadness and anger in the liver. And whatever we are angry and sad about drops down to our kidneys and becomes our fears. And once the fears are there, then because kidneys are the organ of filtration, our whole blood exchange gets into trouble, and our skin. So from the golden heart, send love directly to your kidneys, removing all fake fears. You are the infinite soul. There is nothing to be fearful about. The only fear should be that I not miss enlightening my heart with a golden smile. That's the only enlightenment you need. That's the only fear you need to be. And send it first to your kidney so that there is no fear. Om Namo Shivaya. Send the golden light from your heart to your liver so that there is no anger. Om Namo Shivaya. Send the golden light to your spine so that there is no stress from anything in the past. Om Namo. Send the golden light to your head so that all your thoughts, each and every brain cell with all the pictures which you call thoughts are there, are full of golden love. And you see all your life as a blessing. All the losses you see as a blessing. All the contrast, all the pain, fear, anger, all the incidents and the people that caused you to feel pain, fear, anger, you see them as blessings, and you see the golden light in all of them. You see the golden light in them, you see the golden light in yourself. And the magic of the hologram effect of the universe is that in the golden heart is the golden heart of everything and everyone. Just like DNA is present in each part of the cell, and DNA has got the whole map of the whole body. Similarly, the body is full of the DNA. Similarly, in your golden heart are present all the golden hearts on the planet. Your soul power, when opened, is infinite, and infinity has infinities inside it. So feel that each and every golden heart on the planet is in your golden heart. Their pain, their suffering, their joys are your pain, your joy, your suffering. And now in your heart, see all the planet with places like Ukraine where there's so much suffering, and shower the whole planet with golden love. So many people are not able to sleep. Shower, make a rainfall of golden love all over the planet in the deepest part of your heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Synchronize it with your breathing. Gently breathing Om, because your breathing is the first and last act. It is the bridge between life and death, between different dimensions. So use the breathing to activate your heart. Om Namo Shivaya is the prayer. The prayer, any prayer is communication with the divine. Any communication with divine brings you closer to the divine. When you get closer to the divine, it's like getting closer to the fire or to the any of the elements. The attributes of water, witness gets into you, the attributes of heat. So when we say the prayer, we communicate with the divine, the divine attributes of golden light, laughter, clarity, love are activated in us. And with these attributes, we become simply God. Now, the exercise that we are going to be doing is this. Sitting still. Imagine that you're sitting in the center of your golden heart, in the center of your chest, in the center of your heart chakra. In the center of the heart chakra is a golden microscopic light. Inside that microscopic golden point, you are Shiva. And just like Shiva, just watch in the deepest part of your heart. When I say Om, you breathe in, and as the Shiva inside you, the microscopic Shiva, sees the energy from the top, Om, coming down like a shower. And inside the Shiva is the whole of the universe. So let it come down. Om Namo, stopping at Shiva. And then Shiva, it goes down and comes up again. So breathing up and down. See as Shiva, the energy from up coming down with your breathing in. Om Namo Shiva, it hits the lower part, the lowest chakra, and then starts to go up Shiva. So a wave coming from of energy, and you are the Shiva inside your body, inside your heart chakra, inside the heart of hearts, sitting in the place of the immutable, infinite soul, as soul power, reflected and projected as Shiva. You see the energy from above and below coming with your breathing in and out. Just visualize it. Om Namo Shiva, going, the energy is now going up with your breathing in, out. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. The energy is subtly going up and down, and you're Shiva watching inside this air come energy. We don't live by air, we don't live by oxygen, we live by the divine blessing which is hidden under the air, hidden under everything. Om Namo. The Shiva inside you sees the energy in the universe around you, now going up as a wave. Om Namo Shiva. Like a wiper of a car going up and down the energy, and let Shiva, let the true you, the Shiva you, see the energy with your breathing coming down and up. Om, it goes down. It goes in through the nose, starts going down your chest. Namo, it hits the lower chakra. And then Shiva, it goes up. You as Shiva, you just watch the energy going up and down. You are at the confluence, you are at the center of these two energies, up and down. Up means, down is when you say Om and the energy is coming down. You're taking in air and it is coming. And Shiva is when you're breathing out and it is going up. Very simple technique. Om Namo Shiva. Now the four factors are: your biological breath is in sync. The magical holy words of the divine, Om Namo Shiva. May I see God in myself. May I see Shiva in myself. May I see Shiva in everything and everyone. The magical words. The third is your intention to be self-enlightened. The fourth is the technique given from the ancient books of Vedas. There are some modifications because the world is now changed, but at its very core, breathing in and out, the witness Shiva in your heart, seeing it up and down. Close eyes, very simple. In your heart of hearts, see yourself as Shiva in the golden heart. Om, in your heart, seated in your you see the energy coming down from above. Om, as you breathe in. Om Namo Shiva. It hits the lower part of the universe of your body and it starts to go back. The energy going up and down. Life and death, all the contrasts on the planet. You are watching immutably, just with a slight smile, taking nothing seriously. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. As Shiva, consciousness in the deepest part of your heart. As consciousness, you are infinite. As body, everyone has life and death. As the soul power of consciousness, as Shiva in the deepest part of your heart, you are the witness. You have seen many lives and many deaths. You have seen many bodies come and go. You have seen many creations come and go. You have seen many dimensions come and go. You have seen many gods come and go. You are the infinity reflected in everything and everyone. Om Namo Shiva. Right now, bless yourself so that you are free of your illusions of pain, fear, anger, doubts. You are in full alignment with the divine energy of the universe that you are using to heal yourself of all your fears in the liver and kidneys, of all your anger in the liver primarily, of all your hurt, past, present, and future perceived in the heart, of all the stress in the spine, of everything that you assimilated and did not assimilate in your stomach, of all the stories and explanations and doubts that you keep in your head. You clean yourself with this wiping action of up and down. Om Namo Shiva. You are the consciousness at the center of the waves of energy from above and below. Om, as you breathe in, the energy is falling from above, washing you of all insecurities. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Each one of you will let go of your past traumas. Brian, you will let go of the trauma, whatever happened 3 years and 1 month ago, and then 9 months ago also. Oh, and we are all blessing. Om Namo Shiva. G of her health issues for the last 2 years will become reconciled or will try to cure them. Om Namo Shiva. We are sending blessings to Galia and her family, which is coming over from Ukraine, so that they are reunited. the whole family, sisters and cousins and all the relations that are on her way, and that are on their way from Ukraine. Oh, see this happening. Visualizate это так происходит, что удачный встречался. Om Namo Shiva. Also, Edik and his family also. Om Namo Shiva. And in Jean's family, everyone accepts her role as the grandmother and the children, of course. Om Shiva. Jeanette has been hurting for 4 years. Oh, no. 4 years and 1 month. Oh, no. The person who hurt was very much into sports, and all these things are in the past now. Om Namo Shiva. Cat. Oh, economical insecurities last 2 years. Om Namo Shiva. Lina and health. Om Namo Shiva. Marina and worries about son. Om Namo Shiva. Preeti and relationships. Om Namo Shiva. Rita and daughter. Om Namo Shiva. Tammy and worries about son and economical future. Om Namo Shiva. Wendy and whatever happened 9 years ago. 9 years and 1 month. Om Namo Shiva. West and a financial loss 2 years ago. 1 year and 10 months. Om Namo Shiva. Oh, Muhammad and change in circumstances 3 years ago. All these things from the past are traumas in which we did not recognize the blessings of the Lord inside, around, and above. By recognizing all these events as being blessings, we are cured. Om Namo Shiva. And we are praying for Irina and to Irina, so that she has full clarity about her health issues and she's able to work with them. Om Namo. Left kidney and anger at financial loss. And it's more than money. It's about seeing this loss as being that the fate was not right, but everything is perfect, was perfect, and will be perfect. And this, you have to change your thinking. Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo. See all your life as with full gratitude, and see your life as gratitude and a promise to make your life a blessing for others with a golden heart. Shine light to everyone in your heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Fill your whole universe, your whole body with golden love. Om Namo Shivaya. Fill the whole universe with your infinite love. Om Namo Shivaya. Fill all of creation with gratitude and blessings from your heart as golden light. Thankful to everything and everyone, seen and unseen. Everything that has happened and has not happened. Everything that could have happened and will never happen. Om Namo Shiva. With the church candle, we are burning out the issues of each one of Om Namo Shiva Muhammad. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shivaya Wendy. Om Namo Shivaya Tammy. Om Namo Shivaya Rita. Om Namo Shivaya Preeti. Om Namo Shivaya Marina. Om Namo Shivaya Lina. Om Namo Shivaya Kat. Om Namo Shivaya Jini. Om Namo Shivaya Jini. Om Namo Shivaya Gali. Om Namo Shivaya Chi. Om Namo Shivaya Brahma. So with any prayer, Om Namah Shivaya, Ameen, Allahu Akbar, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on heaven as on this day. Give us our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory, the kingdom. Om Triambakam Vedame, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, Uro Ruknan Miter Mukshemam Radha. Om Bhurvu Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhime Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinam, Sarve Shantu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyat Tekdek Bhavat. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. So with every prayer, fully becoming aware of your breathing in and out, focusing on the symbol of God to see that air inside you as energy. Lead yourself to your golden heart, sitting in the center of your golden heart. See the energy flow up and down combined with your breathing, and add the magical, use the Om Namo Shivaya as the transport means to the center of your heart, as the instrument of enlightenment. Use it as the objective, as the purpose, as the transport, and see yourself also as Om Namo Shivaya, as divine energy of love. Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya. To become a healer, start sending love first to the parts of your body which need healing. And then imagine during offering Om Namah Shivaya and sending love from your heart to the people in Ukraine, to the people or to anyone who has trusted you with asking them for healing. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. If you have any questions, you can ask. I'm stopping the